Good morning, students. Our next topic is AC voltage applied to a resistor. So let an AC voltage, it is the AC voltage, alternating current symbol it is the. So what is the AC voltage you have to apply here? V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Alternating voltage is applied to a resistor. Here R is the resistor. So for this circuit, alternating voltage is applied to the resistor. So then what is the voltage drop across the resistor is equal to IR. Voltage drop across the resistor is equal to here IR. So the voltage across the source is equal to the voltage drop across the resistor. According to KVL, if it is a circuit, you have to apply the AC voltage to the resistor. It is the resistor R. It is the AC. Input is here V is equal to Vm sin omega t is the input. So then what is the voltage drop across the resistor is equal to here? Voltage drop across the resistor is equal to IR. In case of alternating current, you have to use the small I. In case of direct current, you have to use the capital I. For positive cycle, by using KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law, the algebraic sum of the potential for a closed loop is equal to 0. That is sum of the algebraic sum of the potential drops across any closed loop. For any closed loop is equal to 0. It is the KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. So then if suppose for positive cycle, it is the direction of the current flowing. At that time the potential drop is equal to here minus IR. That means V minus IR is equal to 0. Otherwise the potential across the source is equal to the potential across the resistor, that is equal to IR otherwise. Or simple, some books it is by Ohm's law V is equal to IR. So V is equal to here IR. So what is the voltage, input voltage you have to apply here? V is equal to Vm sin omega t is equal to IR. Then the current through this circuit I is equal to the instantaneous current I is equal to here Vm, here R is taken this side, it will be divided Vm upon R sin omega t. Actually what is the input you have to apply? V is equal to Vm sin omega t, then I is equal to Im sin omega t. So you have to compare the term. This term is nothing but here Im. So I is equal to Im sin omega t. So V is equal to, it is the output, V is equal to Vm sin omega t, and here I is equal to Im sin omega t. So here Im is nothing but Vm by R. So from this it is nothing but Ohm's law. V is equal to IR, Im is equal to Vm by R. It is the Ohm's law. In case of alternating current, Im is equal to Vm by R. And the amplitude of current is, you have to compare this Vm, it is the Im is equal to Vm by R. So these value you have to divide it by R, then we are getting the Im. That means Im is equal to the amplitude of the current is less than the amplitude of the, so this one is greater or this one is greater. So this value you have to divide it, then we are getting the, that means this amplitude of the voltage is greater. The amplitude of the voltage is greater than the Im. That's why Vm amplitude is greater than Im. Vm the amplitude. So you have to draw the graph between voltage and current. If suppose if it is the voltage of input for complete cycle. It with respect to time, and the peak value of this one is called as the maximum voltage, it is the Vm. And with respect to, you have to apply the voltage, you have to measure the current. So the graph will be like this manner. So observing these two graphs, what you have to observe, so from where the voltage is maximum, at the same time the current is also maximum. You have to observe the maximum voltage at where you have to observe, at the same where you have to observe the maximum current. At where the voltage is minimum, at the same where the current is also minimum. That means, so these two are having same phase. That means there is no phase difference between these two. So by observing these two, from where the voltage is maximum, at the same time that will be maximum. At the where the current or where the voltage is minimum, at the same time the current is also minimum. So based on this, what you have to concluded, so there is no phase difference between voltage and current. Voltage and current. And next, here that it is a current, so there is a potential drop. At the time the electrical energy is dissipated in the form of heat energy. The electrical energy is here dissipated in the form of heat energy according to Joule heat. The formula for power is equal to, what is the power is equal to, power formula, power is equal to I square R. Power is equal to, what is the formula? Power is equal to I square R, or I is equal to, V is equal to IR. So simply IV also, it is formula IV power. It is in terms of alternating current, AC. It is the instantaneous power dissipated in the resistor. It is the instantaneous power dissipated in the resistor. So then power is equal to, what is the I square R? What is that? I is equal to, already you get it, that is equal to, I is equal to Im sin omega t. You have to substitute here, I is equal to Im square sin square omega t into R. It is the power. P is equal to Im square sin square omega t into R. And what is the average power? Average power means, already in introduction I will completed that one. Average power is equal to Im square, average, you have to apply the average function, Im square R sin square omega t. You have to apply the average. In this, what is the function? Only it is the function is sin square omega t. So then what is the average value of the sin square omega t? Im square R, average value of sin square omega t is equal to here half by 2. It is nothing but, it is the average power. Average power is equal to Im square R upon 2. So here this can be written as Im by into Im into R is nothing but here Vm. So what is Vm is equal to Im into R. So again this 2 can be written as by root 2 by root 2. Simply Im by root 2, and it is also Vm by root 2. It is the average power. It is also notation. Average power is equal to Im by root 2, Vm by root 2. And what is the power is equal to, Im by root is nothing but IRMS. Vm by root 2 is nothing but VRMS. It is the, in terms of direct current, IRMS is nothing but I, VRMS is nothing but V. So here it is the relation among the AC. In AC, what is the instantaneous power is also IV. Here also we are getting the same value. The expressions will not be vary. Here it can also obey the Ohm's law. It can DC, in DC current also V is equal to IR. V is equal to IR. Okay, once here observe the notes here. So we have to apply the AC voltage. At that time I can apply the KVL rule. So V minus IR is equal to 0, V is equal to IR. So what is the input you have to apply? Vm sin omega t is equal to IR, and then here I is equal to Vm by R sin omega t, instantaneous current. So this instantaneous current and what is the applied voltage, both are in the same phase. So both are is in same phase. So you have to observe it is the I is equal to Im sin omega t and V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Is there any phase difference? There is no phase difference. Why? Because both are minimum and maximum at the same time. So you have to, by observing the graph. So and here how they will be amplitudes will be related means Im is equal to Vm upon R. Im is equal to Vm upon R. So amplitude of the current is lesser than the amplitude of voltage here. That means here the Vm amplitude is greater than Im, or Im amplitude is lesser than Vm. So then the phase difference between voltage and current is also 0. That means they both are in same phase. So here it is the phasor diagram. So all of you observe clearly from this diagram, both are in same phase. So if suppose it is the voltage and it is the current, if suppose, so with respect to this I can take the, so it is the maximum voltage. For this purpose I can take the voltage is the maximum amplitude, and it is the voltage, and I will take the another, it is the, in that it is the current. Why? Because they both are in same phase. If suppose at a time interval of t1 the angle is here omega t1. These are the phasors, capital I and capital V, these are the phase. So what is the phase here? Angle omega t1. What is the phase here? Both are in same phase, omega t1. So this component will be resolved into two components. So if suppose for case of I, what is the vertical component? Horizontal component is the cos component, vertical component is the sin component. According to resolution of vectors, if suppose it is the any vector, it is the I, it makes angle theta. So then what is the opposite side? What is the opposite side is nothing but it is a vertical component. Vertical component is equal to, what is the vertical component and the hypotenuse and the angle relation. So for that sin theta is equal to opposite component is the vertical component by I. So here the vertical component is equal to I sin theta. I sin theta. Here the vertical component for this point. What is the vertical component at this point? What is the vertical component here at this point? What is the vertical component? So for this angle, what is the vertical component? I. At the time the vertical component is equal to, from based on this, vertical component is equal to I into sin omega t. So this vertical component is equal to I sin omega t. And similarly for potential, for voltage, what is the vertical component? It is the vertical component. So the vertical component is this one, if it is the vertical component. So the vertical component is equal to here V sin omega t. For this phase omega t1, so for this phase how they will be related like this, sorry, maybe here and here it is. So from this diagram, so you have to observe the diagram, textbook diagram, it will be very clear. So you have to observe this diagram clearly. So for this point of view, here we are getting the value like this, in that sub, that is the current and it is the potential. So if suppose this will be maximum at this point, the vertical component is equal to V sin omega t. V sin omega t. So here the angle is equal to 90 degrees. At that time the angle is equal to 90 degrees. At that time this point is called as the maximum. So for this point. If suppose this is the vertical component at this position and it will be maximum, it is the maximum point of voltage in terms at the angle of 90 degrees. If suppose at this point, so it may be like this at this point. At the time this is the vertical component. At this point it is the vertical component. At this point it is the vertical component. At this point the vertical component is like this. The vertical component. So all these points you have to join. We are getting the curve like this. Okay. Why? Because means here this velocity, voltage vector is rotating like this. From where to where it will be rotating in sine angle? How they will be rotated? From 0 to up to 360 degrees. If it is rotating like this, when it is the position of 0, the potential at this point is 0, means sine 0. So the vertical component is equal to V sine omega t. Already you know vertical component means sine component. So sine 0 means 0. At the time it is the point. And where maximum? It is the point is maximum. And again it is minimum at where? 180 degrees. After 180 degrees rotation it will be the point. Similarly I component, I phasor component, I value is also rotating. So it is rotating. So if it is rotating by which angle? From 0 to 180 degrees. 0 to 360 degrees. 0, 0. And again 90. It is the point maximum. At 90 it is the maximum point. And why? Because sine 90 maximum. And again sine 180 0. It is the point. Again 270. It is opposite. And next 0. So you have to, these are the what it is the phasor diagram. This one is the phasor diagram. Okay, all of you observe clearly. Okay, and next we go for the problem. The household line voltage of 220 volts is an RMS value. Directly they will be given RMS voltage. So VRMS is directly given. VRMS is equal to, what is that given? 220 volts is given. Then what is the peak coil? So what is the relation between VRMS and V maximum? VRMS is equal to, already you know the formula, Vm by root 2. VRMS is equal to Vm by root 2. So then Vm, what is the value of Vm? Is equal to VRMS into 220. Sorry, VRMS into root 2. So VRMS is equal to here 220 into root 2, that is equal to 311 volts. It is the 311 volts. If suppose VRMS value will be given, then what is the peak voltage? Means what is the relation between VRMS and peak voltage? So VRMS is equal to Vm by root 2. Vm is equal to VRMS into root 2. Then VRMS is equal to 220 into root 2, that is equal to 311. And next one more problem. A light bulb is rated at 100 watts. Rated means it is a power. So rated at the power means here what is the power is given? Power is equal to 100 watts is given for a 220 volt supply. So then V is given, directly capital V is given. V is equal to, what is the 220 volts. Find the resistance of the bulb. Find the resistance of the bulb. So what is the formula? You know, power is equal to Vi. I is equal to V by R, or V square by R. V square by R. Then based on this formula you can easily calculate it. So first you have to, what are the values they will be asked? The resistance of the bulb. The resistance of the bulb. What is the resistance of the bulb? The resistance of the bulb, P is equal to Vi. So then resistance R is equal to V square by P. So V square is equal to, what is that? 220 into 220 upon P is equal to, what is that? 100. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. And 22 into 22, 484. So based on this formula you have to solve. And remaining also very easy to solve. Okay, you can try. Okay, bye.